Hello everyone. So today's topic is gonna be strings. So we'll start with what are strings, how to assign a variable to a string, and the list goes on. As you can see, I've created till escape character. These are the topics which I'll be explaining you about strings. And there is some work I'll be giving to you people today. I request you to do it. It's just like a practice. If you do it, you'll get to know more things about it. Okay, so let me open up my pycharm. I'll create a new document saying as strings. So let me create a file saying strings. Okay, so let's get back to our notepad session. So what is the first thing? A first thing is assigning a string to a variable. Let's say before I give it as assigning a string to a variable, let me tell you something about variables. Since many of people have asked me, there are no rules for variables. Yes, there are some rules for variables, but it's not a big deal, but you should know the rules. A variable will never start with a number or with a symbol. These are the only two rules, and you need to keep in mind that an underscore is a variable. You can use an underscore to start an variable, and at the end, if you want, say, like if I take a string and I give a number 1, this is a variable, but you should never start with a number as an variable. These are the only rules for variables. So let us say my string will be hello world. I think I never told you about the hello world. Programming starts with hello world. I don't know why I missed it, and I am assigning this hello world to a variable string. So this is how we assign a variable with a string. I hope you're clear with it. And the next topic will be multi-line string. So what is a multi-line string? This is a single line string. Can this go on to the second line? Let me see. I kept an enter, but did you see there was a I call it as an escape character, but normally because it is pycharm, it is given an automated escape character, but normally it doesn't. So when you're giving a multi-line string, I'll call it string underscore multi. When you're giving a multi-line string, make sure it is in 3 inverted commas. You may have a doubt, like 3 inverted commas means it is a comment. Yes, it is a comment, but when it is assigned to a variable, it becomes a string. Say hello world. Hi there. My name is Mounish. I'm sorry. So this is a string. I hope you're clear with this. I'll cancel off this extra spaces at the end. So multi-line string comes with 3 comments. Sorry, 3 inverted commas. The next one will be strings are arrays. So what is it? What is strings are arrays? I'll cancel out this multi-line string and let us give a command like string underscore array. So what are strings are arrays? Here in string, every letter, or first of all, what is an array? An array is a collection of a common thing. Let me say a number or anything. But even all strings are also arrays. Why? Because you can see the H over there, ELLO. Let me say I'm giving an index, because string of 0, here 0 will be the index. Let us say we know that strings are arrays, but arrays will have indexes. I have not come to the part of explaining you about the arrays. So when I come to arrays, you will know what is index and all. But for now, remember that a string with an index 0. Here our string is hello world. In that, in the index 0, h is being saved. We'll print out what it comes. Okay, we'll just print saying string of 0. I'll just run the program. Okay, I hope it doesn't throw any error. No, it didn't. It is giving me a value h. So here hello world h is 0, e is 1, 2, 3, and it goes on. So every string is a array. You can call out any word or any index within a word as an array. I hope you understand what it is. When I come to arrays, I'll give a more clear explanation about what an index is, how it is being taking care of the value with an index and all. Okay. For now, remember that strings are arrays. The next one will be slicing. Suppose, let me say, I am changing the variable name to EA because I don't want to type it again and again. Okay, so since it is an array, we can slice an array. We can slice an array telling that I want values only from 2 to 4 or from 0 to 3. I want to print only HEL. I want to print the hell in the hello world. How it will be? How is it really possible? When it comes to that end, let's say print A, and I'm slicing from 0 to 2. 0. 2 is namely termed as a colon here, and I have to print till hell. So hell will be 0, 1, 2. The hell is complete. We add another one and we'll give it till 3. If you give it till 3, excluding the third index, all the rest of it will be printed. Let us say I'll run this program once, and you can see here hell has been printed. So the hello world has become hell. I think hell comes with double L. We'll take a single L for now. If you want to give a double L, just change it to 4 and you run it. It will become HE, hell, hell. It's a hell. Okay, coming back to the notepad, the next thing is negative indexing. Simple, if the index is positive, it will come from the front. If the index is negative, simply it will come from the back. Suppose I give an index called -1. 0 is positive, it doesn't have negative numbers. So the reverse negative indexing starts from -1. I'll print -1 here. And if you see here, there is an exclamatory mark, and the exclamatory mark is being saved at -1. Now, is it possible to do negative slicing also? Yes, it is definitely possible. Let's say I want to print out from -5 to -1 because it will go from the right side, and I'm printing it out. You can see -5 will be O, and it is printing from -5 0 R L D -5 4 3 2, and -1 will be exempted. Okay, I'm hoping that you are clear with this. And the next one will be string length. Okay, for finding out the length of a string in Python, we have a module called as the length module. Okay, so for what you want to find the length, you want to find a length of a string. The string is saved to a variable a. So you want to find the length of a. So we'll give it as len. In the brackets, we'll give a length a. And we want to print out it. So we'll print it out as print length of a. You can see it is a 12 character string. You can count it out if you want to show. I'll just highlight it while I'm counting. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that is, sorry, that is the length of the variable a. A variable a is stored with the string. Okay. We are coming up for the next thing, string methods. There are many number of string methods. Like I'll show you the methods over here. See, these are all the string methods available in Python for us. There are quite a lot. I can say many, more than 30, I think so, more than 30 to 40. So what do we have in common? So in all those methods, I'll just explain a few methods, like how to turn out a complete string into a lowercase, how to turn out a complete string into a uppercase, and splitting the string and converting into an array. The strip part, I'll not be explaining you the strip part now. I want you to try it. The first one, I want you to try it out with all the rest of the methods we have given in the end. Okay, first I'll explain you the lower. Suppose here is the string and I'll keep the print as it is. I want to print out a in complete lower case. So I'll give a dot, and you can already see all these are the functions which are available to do with the string. I'll just type L so I can find lower. See, I can just find lower. So what this lower function is doing, this lower function is simply taking all the values in A and it's converting into lowercase. That's all. Let's print it out. You can see it on live. You can see that H and W here are capitals, but it turned out that H and W also became small. In the same way, if I can simply convert this into upper, I'll run it out. You can see that hello world is completely in capitals now. That is quite the difference, and it is very easy. Suppose if you want to do the same shit on C or C++, it is gonna be at least a 20 to 25 lines of a program. You can do this thing in one line, leaving the variable initialization. Okay. The next thing is replacing. Okay. You see the hello world over there. In this hello world, I want to replace every O into a capital M. Suppose I'll say replace, and I'm giving a small O and I want it to be written as capital M. Here, the first one will be the first before the comma. The first character will be what element should I replace. Here I want to replace an O with a capital M. Whatever the replacement character I want, I'll give it after the comma. I hope you're understanding it. Let me format this. Yeah, and I'm printing out this now. So you can see over here all the O's are being changed into capital M's. It may be looking very much smaller in this scale, but if you have a paragraph or a textbook of thousands of words or lakhs of letters, then assume you want to change a letter in every word. Think how difficult it is. Using this function, it will become very, very easy. The next one is the split. This is one of quite an interesting function, I can say. I'm splitting a word or I'm splitting a sentence into, with respect to, I can say with respect to whatever the character I specify. Suppose I want to split A into what? with respect to space. Wherever the space is there in A, I want to put a comma or I want to split this word and I want to convert it into an array. So simply consider here hello world, there is one space. I want to remove that space and I want these two separate words to be saved as an array. So it will happen in this split. Suppose I print out this, we'll get to know what I'm talking. See here, when there is a space here, it removed the space and it took hello as one character and world as another character, and it returned me an array with two separate elements, hello and world. For your sake, for your convenient, what I do is I'll increase the length of the string. Say hello world, I am Mounish. So here there are another three spaces added. Now the system has to convert this complete sentence into an array. Wherever there is a space, it has to remove space and put a comma. So this is how the split function works. Thank you for that. So these are some of the methods over here. I want you people to work on all these methods. If you have any doubts while working on these methods, how it works or why it works, please comment down which method you are having a doubt or you're facing difficulty. In the next video, I'll be explaining you what you went wrong and how to do it in a proper manner. And I hope you all will do it. The next thing I'm going to do is check string. I'm checking a string. Suppose I'm having a larger sentence. Say I'll just put a question with the sentence in A. I'm Mounish. I'm from Bangalore. I work. No, not work. I don't want my details to be out. So let's say I'm Mounish. I'm from Bangalore. And what else? What else? I am an engineering graduate. I do freelancing and love I love programming. Not anyone else. Say I love programming. No, I don't want to put it in this. I'll just put it in the same line itself. Now what is checking of a string? Now I have to check whether a word is in that string. Suppose I want to check love in A. I want to check whether a word or a word love is in A. If it is in A, it must print out true or else it must print out false. Since we know that love is in A, it is printing out true. Okay. The same way, there's another thing not in. We have to check whether it is not in A. When I do a not in A and print it out, it will definitely say false because love a word is in A. Okay. And coming to the next part. Next part is string concatenation. Okay. Yesterday while I was explaining about the arithmetic operators, you must have a doubt why can't we add strings up? It is possible you can add strings up. So let us I'll delete all this stuff. Okay. Let us say A is hello and B is world with an exclamation mark. So this is hello world. Now what is happening? Now I want to print by adding these two. Let's say A plus B Yes. Now I want to add these two into a single sentence. This process of adding two different strings into one single sentence is called string concatenation. Okay, I'll just print this out. Yes, you can see that hello world has been one single string, but does it seem good? There must be a space in between them, right? Doesn't it? It is not quite correct. So I'll add a space. I'll concatenate a space in between A and B. So I'm something like I am adding up three strings now. One is hello, the second one will be the space, and the third one will be world with an exclamatory. So now you can see hello space world. This is called as string concatenation. Okay. And the next one I have to see is string formatting. I have already told you about the string concatenation. Sorry, formatting. What is it? Dot format. I must have told you about the dot format. Let us say I'm giving a text. Text is I am Mounish and I work for, this is the text, and I want to add some hovers over there. Let's say HR will be work for 8, I'll stop it here, work for 8 hours. Okay, so I want to add these two. Is it possible to add a string and a integer? Just like if I concatenate as we know it, simply like text plus HR, what will happen? Is it possible to add a string with an integer? Let's run it out. You can see there is an error. Error is a type error, means it is telling that you are trying to add two different types. It is not possible. Can only concatenate string, not int, to a string. Means it is asking us, you can only do it with two strings, dude. It's not, it's an integer. Check it what you have done wrong. So what do we do now? Of course we need to change something. So what should we do? Let us say I'm printing out, like, this is one way of doing it. I'm Mounish and I work for, and I'm giving a plus HR now. Will this work now? Any idea about will this work now? Let's print it out and see. No, it is not working out even like this. So what is the format? The format is simply dot format, and here I must give a flower basis, and what about a HR over here? Now this flower base over here will take the value of HR. If I print it now, then it is giving I'm Mounish and I work for 8. There must be an hours. Now because I'm using this method of format, I can print out even hours also without any inconvenience. Let's say there are many different type of formats to print out a string and a integer, but I use this method. I can't say this is the best for you because your opinions may differ with mine, but I specifically use this because why? Let me say, I'll give you with an example so that you will know it nicely. I'll say number equal to 4, price is equal to 80 and location is equal to market. So my sentence is something like I went to, in place of market I'll give a braces to, I went to market to buy how many? 4 apples for 80 rupees. Suppose if this is the way I want to print out my sentence, and you can see that number, price and location have been jumbled. The first one that comes is the location, the second one that comes is the number, and then it comes the price. When you're giving like this, there is an advantage of giving the indexes. Say number is with an index 0 and price is with an index 1 and location is with an index 2. Then what happens? Simply can I say over here it is 2 location and I went to buy 0 apples and for price 1, and I can format it like number comma price comma location. There is no need of changing the formatted text over here. Simply if the location is first, I don't want the location to be first, and then all this I don't want to be scrabbled with it. Simply I'm giving the indexes. Once I give the indexes, you can check the printed out statement here. I went to market to buy 4 apples for 80 rupees. So that is one advantage while you are using this dot format function than any other method. You can find some other methods, and if you want to know about all the methods in printing out a string, then just comment below. I'll let you know. If you want to know any other string methods, I'll do a separate video on them, because I can list out nearly 6 to 7 string printing methods. So why do I need to waste time on telling you all this string 6 when you can do all these 6 methods in one format function? Learn the hardest one so you can do everything with it. That's what I hope when I'm learning things. Okay, so this comes as a format string and the indexing is complete. Now the escape character. Okay, I'm gonna erase completely. I'll say Mounish and I'm from Bangalore. Suppose I want this Bangalore to be in double quotes. See, if you can see it, that means a double quote inside a double quote. Sorry about it. You can see here the pycharm has already marked it red, stating that it is an error. We know that it is an error, but still, why it is an error? Once on a double quote, you can't give another double quote in the string, but you can give an escape character if you want to give a double quote inside a double quote. Let's say the escape character is this, and here the escape character ends. So you can see the escape character as marked Bangalore. Okay, now there is no mistake, and if you format it, there is no error also. Okay, I just run this program. You can see no error because I'm not printed anything. Let's print out A. If I print out A, you can see inside a double quotation it is telling that it's a complete string, and I'm marking Bangalore in another double quotation stating that it is important. Okay, It is only possible when you give a slash, otherwise it will throw you an error. There are some more escape characters. Let's say I want a tab space after from. Say here I want a tab space after m. After from I want a tab space. The tab space is normally slash t. When I run this, after some space I'm getting the answer as Bangalore. Okay, I hope you're familiar with that. And if I give a n, I think it should return me in the next line. I'm not sure. Okay. So all these escape characters come with an inverted commas, and when I give, I think there is no need of giving an inverted comma also. So if you give a slash n, it is telling it is coming in the next line. So there are n number of escape characters also. Just go through all those escape characters and make sure that you work on this string methods. These methods are very much important, I can tell you. When you are working with arrays or any other things, these things get very interesting, and it will make a few number of lines of code into a single line. Like you can see here, you can make it title, translated, uppercase, lowercase. All these things are string operation methods. So if you want, I will post all these methods in the description below. Check it once. Make sure that you work on all these methods. Those methods are really fun, I'm telling you. It will really help you out when you're working with strings. Okay. If you have any doubt on this session or any of the previous sessions, make sure you comment down in the below so that I can read your valuable comments. And if you have any doubts and your doubt is very much interesting, I'll make a video on your doubt. I'll mention you and I'll make a video on your doubt in the next coming videos. And if it is a small thing, I myself will personally clear each and every doubt of yours which are placed in the comment section. So this is an end for the strings chapter over here, and I have almost covered every aspect of string over here. Hope you are enjoying the session and liking it. If you like my session, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel, and give a hit on that bell icon very badly. Thank you very much. See you on the next coming sessions.